The double-edged sword of sensitivity. Sensitivity, what a peculiar gift it is. For those of us who walk the world with open hearts and finely tuned antennas, the beauty of a sunset or the tender smile of a stranger can feel like the universe itself whispering secrets in our ear. Yet that same sensitivity can also feel like a curse when the darker, more chaotic energies of the world come knocking at our mental door. How do we, the sensitive souls, navigate this complex dance of energy without getting crushed by the weight of negativity? The ego trap of sensitivity. Let's start by addressing a subtle but significant trap: the ego's sneaky involvement in our sensitivity. Sensitivity, in its pure form, is a natural and beautiful trait. It's what allows us to connect deeply with others, to appreciate the nuances of life, and to be in tune with the unseen currents of the world. But oh, how the ego loves to get its grubby little hands on our virtues. Have you ever found yourself, or perhaps noticed others, wearing sensitivity like a badge of honor? There's a certain pride that can arise from being the most sensitive person in the room. It's as if sensitivity becomes a superpower, a special gift that sets you apart from the ordinary people who just don't get it. The ego whispers, "You're so sensitive, you must be special." And before you know it, you're identifying more with the idea of sensitivity than with its actual experience. But here's the kicker. This identification with sensitivity as a form of superiority or uniqueness is a trap. It can lead to a kind of emotional arrogance where we start to see our sensitivity as a reason for our suffering rather than a simple fact of our being. The ego turns sensitivity into a source of pride and then into a source of pain as we begin to expect the world to accommodate our delicate nature. The truth, however, is that sensitivity is not about being special, it's about being human, it's about balance. The importance of balance, sensitivity. Without stability is chaos. Balance is the unsung hero of emotional well-being. Being sensitive without being stable is like trying to walk a tightrope in a hurricane. Eventually, you're going to get blown off course. The goal is not to become so desensitized that you feel nothing, but rather to cultivate a sensitivity that is grounded and resilient. Imagine sensitivity as a finely tuned instrument. If you pluck a string too hard, it breaks. If you don't pluck it hard enough, it doesn't make a sound. The key is in finding that sweet spot where your sensitivity is alive and vibrant, yet strong enough to withstand the inevitable dissonance of the world. Stability comes from self-awareness and self-care. It's about knowing your limits, recognizing when you're being overwhelmed, and taking steps to protect your energy. It's about understanding that sensitivity doesn't have to mean fragility. You can be both sensitive and strong, like bamboo that bends in the wind but doesn't break. Navigating negative environments, the art of energy management. Let's get practical. What do you do when you're thrust into environments brimming with negative energy? Picture this. You're standing in line at the grocery store and you can feel the collective anxiety, frustration, and impatience of those around you like a thick, oppressive cloud. Or maybe you're at a family gathering and the conversation has taken a dark turn towards the state of the world, leaving you feeling drained and on edge. In these moments, it's easy to feel like you're being pulled into a vortex of negativity. But here's the thing. Energy is contagious, but so is awareness. The first step is recognizing what's happening, understanding that what you're feeling may not be entirely yours. This awareness creates a buffer, a kind of psychic distance that allows you to observe the negative energy without becoming engulfed by it. Once you've established this awareness, you can engage in a few strategies to protect your energy. Grounding. Imagine roots extending from your feet into the earth, anchoring you firmly in place. Grounding techniques help you stay connected to your own energy and prevent you from being swept away by external forces. Breathing. Deep, mindful breathing can help you maintain your inner calm. As you inhale, visualize yourself drawing in light and positive energy. As you exhale, imagine releasing any negativity or tension you've absorbed. Mental boundaries. Visualize a protective bubble around you. This isn't about shutting the world out, but about filtering what comes in. You can interact with others without letting their energy seep into your core. Disengage when necessary. Sometimes the best thing you can do is step away. Whether it's leaving the room for a moment or politely excusing yourself from a conversation, giving yourself space to regroup can be incredibly rejuvenating. The role of self-compassion. Embracing your sensitivity. In a world that often celebrates toughness and resilience, it can be easy to view sensitivity as a weakness. But here's a radical idea. What if your sensitivity is actually your strength? What if the very thing that makes you feel vulnerable is also what makes you deeply connected, empathetic, and alive? Self-compassion is about embracing your sensitivity without judgment. It's about recognizing that it's okay to feel deeply, to be affected by the world in ways that others might not understand. It's about giving yourself permission to be who you are without the pressure to toughen up or be someone else. When negative energies start to weigh you down, it's crucial to be kind to yourself. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" try asking, "What do I need right now?" This shift in perspective can transform your experience from one of self-blame to one of self-care. Spiritual medicine, the deeper solution. Here's where things get a bit existential. While practical techniques for managing energy are vital, they only address the surface level. For a deeper, more lasting shift, we need to turn to something beyond the physical or mental, something spiritual. Spiritual medicine is about connecting with the part of yourself that is beyond the sensitive nerves, beyond the racing thoughts, beyond the fluctuating emotions. It's about tapping into the essence of who you are, the part that is unshakable and eternal. This might take the form of meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in silence. It's about creating space for the divine, however you define it, to enter your life and bring about a transformation. When you're connected to this deeper part of yourself, the external energies of the world lose their power over you. You become like the eye of a storm, calm, centered, and unaffected by the chaos swirling around you. The Alchemy of Sensitivity. Sensitivity is an alchemical process. It takes the raw materials of our emotions and experiences and transforms them into something beautiful and powerful. When we learn to balance our sensitivity with stability, to protect our energy while remaining open, and to connect with our deeper selves, we unlock a kind of magic that can change not only our lives, but also the world around us. So the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by negative energies, remember, you have the tools within you to navigate these challenges. Ground yourself, breathe, set boundaries, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. With time and practice, you'll discover that your sensitivity isn't something to be managed or suppressed. It's something to be celebrated and embraced. It's a gift after all, and like all gifts, it's meant to be cherished. If you like the content here at Telos, please consider to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. To support the channel, buy me a coffee, link in the description, or send super thanks from the menu below the video. From the bottom of my heart to all of your hearts, I thank you for your support.